voters still casting their ballots in New Hampshire right now for the presidential primary. So let's take a look at some of the latest numbers on the Republican side. These are from a Suffolk University Boston Globe poll. So before the polls opened, this poll showed Donald Trump with 60%, Nikki Haley with 38%. The New Hampshire Secretary of State is predicting a record turnout with a heated contest on the Republican side. Our chief political reporter, Tom Hauser, is in a noisy New Hampshire right now, where turnout is expected to be much smaller on the Democratic side, Tom.
Yeah, we're at Dean Phillips' primary night headquarters, where we do expect results to start coming in the next couple of hours. You know, he launched his campaign here in New Hampshire about 12 weeks ago, and he's going to find out tonight how all of that work paid off. He campaigned right up until the last minute on primary day.
Diana, nice to see you too. Well, thank you very much. I'll take a high five on that. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Practicing democracy.
Dean Phillips stopped at 8 polling places in New Hampshire on primary day.
Nice to meet you. Ted Marvilius. Welcome to
Pleasure.
Many voters he encountered were Republicans or independents, but most at least had heard of Dean Phillips.
If I was a Democrat, I would not be voting for Biden. I would probably have studied more of the other candidates, probably have aligned myself with Dean Phillips.
We started at 0 name recognition, 0% in the polls, a nascent campaign, and I'll tell you, the change in just 10 weeks it's remarkable.
Since announcing his candidacy in October, Phillips has run TV ads.
We need to build 7 million homes.
And so have political action committees in support of Phillips.
26% just getting going.
I'm Dean.
He's campaigned on issues among older voters.
I do not believe we should raise the retirement age.
What is your stance?
And the youngest voters.
We're sitting in the live free or die state. Nobody wants to be controlled, right? Let's lead with how do we reduce gun violence.
New Hampshire Democrats who support Joe Biden will have to write his name on the ballot. A website explains the simple process, but Phillips says he hopes Democrats will give him or another Democrat a chance.
To give us an option to see who's best positioned to beat a man who I do consider to be the most dangerous in American history, and that's Donald Trump.
Now, Phillips says he knows he's a long shot to win the New Hampshire primary. He's hoping he can get 20% of the vote, maybe more. He would consider that a sort of a victory. The latest tracking polls show 2 different stories. An Emerson College poll has Biden leading 61 to 16%, and a poll by American Research Group shows Biden leading by a smaller margin, 54 to 32%. We'll have some actual vote totals here within the next hour or two, and later tonight we do expect to hear from Dean Phillips, the presidential candidate, here at his primary night headquarters. Live in Manchester, Tom Hauser, 5 Eyewitness News.